Rain shimmered off the city's morning sidewalks like liquid silver, and every day at dawn, a woman in an old gray hoodie waited at the bus stop outside a tiny corner bakery. She kept her head down, sleeves pulled over her hands, as if trying to hide from the world. And every day, a tired single dad passed by with his little girl, offering her a warm coffee and the same quiet smile. He never knew who she really was. He never realized she was watching him too. Until the morning she whispered, voice trembling, "You don't remember me, do you? They say some strangers are not strangers at all. And if you're watching this, wherever you are in the world, maybe you've crossed paths with someone who changed you without even knowing it. Drop your city in the comments so we can see where this story reaches, and if it touches you, share it forward. Sometimes one small kindness can rewrite a whole life. Jack Reyes wasn't the kind of man the world noticed. He worked nights cleaning office buildings, came home smelling like disinfectant and exhaustion, and still managed to braid his 8-year-old daughter Lily's hair every morning before school. That little girl was his whole universe. The world could call him poor, could call him unlucky, but Lily's laughter made him feel richer than any man alive, yet life had been merciless. 3 years since his wife's passing, the ache still followed him like a shadow. Bills piled up. The landlord's reminders grew colder. Jack didn't complain, didn't ask for favors. He just kept moving, because dads like him didn't have the luxury of falling apart. Every morning before his shift ended, he'd swing by the bakery. He splurged when he could, grabbing a single butter roll for Lily and whatever day-old pastry they discounted for himself. And always, he bought an extra cup of coffee. He didn't know why at first. Maybe it was habit. Maybe loneliness. But then he started giving it to the hooded woman at the bus stop. She barely spoke. Just a nod, a soft thank you that sounded like she hadn't used her voice in weeks. Her clothes were worn, her shoes muddy, but her eyes had this quiet depth, like she had lived 1,000 lifetimes in silence. Jack didn't press her. He knew what it felt like to be on the edge of life, holding yourself together with nothing but stubborn hope. Lily would wave at her every morning. "Have a good day, lady," she'd chirp. And sometimes, just sometimes, the woman's lips would curve upward, the ghost of a smile breaking through. Jack figured she was homeless or running from something. People vanish into cities all the time when their hearts are broken. He had once 2.1 morning, Lily tugged his sleeve. "Daddy, why does she look sad?" Jack knelt, kissed her forehead, and whispered, "Sometimes grown-ups carry heavy things we can't see. So we just give them a little light. That's all we do." What Jack didn't know was that the woman didn't need a roof. She owned half the buildings around them. Her name was Evelyn Hale, CEO of Hale Industries, worth more than people could count. But wealth couldn't shield her from heartbreak. 2 months earlier, she lost her mother, the only person who ever saw the girl behind the empire. And in grief, surrounded by lawyers, board meetings, and soulless condolences, Evelyn broke. She vanished from her life and disguised herself as ordinary to breathe again. To remember who she was before the world crowned her and forgot her humanity. Jack's kindness confused her. He never asked her name, never pried, never looked at her with pity or awe. Just offered warmth and walked on. No strings. No expectations. It felt like a lifeline in a world obsessed with value and power, but as days turned into weeks, guilt stirred in her chest. He thought she was struggling. He was the one barely holding his life together. Yet he gave. While she, with her billions, sat silent. One morning, the rain hit harder, like the sky wanted to drown the city. Jack was late, Lily sleepy and sniffling. The bakery lights were off. His hands were empty. When they reached the bus stop, Evelyn stood there shivering, soaked through, staring at him with wide, searching eyes. "You don't remember me, do you?" she whispered. Jack blinked. He hesitated, confused. Lily tugged his coat. Evelyn pushed her hood back. Soft curls clung to her face, water dripping down her cheeks like tears. "I was in your high school math class," she breathed. "Evelyn Harper. You sat behind me. You helped me when I cried over that stupid algebra test. And once, you gave me your lunch because I said I didn't eat breakfast. You don't remember, do you?" Jack's mouth parted, memory rushing in like a freight train. The shy girl who always ate alone, always seemed half afraid of the world. The one he used to leave little sticky notes for that said things like, "You're gonna do great," because she never looked like she believed it. His voice cracked. "Evie?" Her expression trembled, a fragile mix of hope and heartbreak. "I ran from everyone. But you made me feel seen again. Just like back then." Before either could say more, Lily sneezed. Evelyn blinked, alarm replacing emotion. "She's sick." Jack waved it off. "She'll be okay. I'll get her medicine after work." Evelyn looked from Lily's flushed cheeks to Jack's tired eyes and felt something burn in her chest. This man didn't deserve struggle, he deserved a kingdom. "Get in the car," she said gently. "Please." Jack shook his head. "Evie, I can't. I don't take charity." She stepped closer, voice soft as memory. "This isn't charity. It's me returning something I never forgot." She knelt to Lily. "Your dad once saved me when no one cared I existed. Let me make sure you're warm today." The sincerity broke him. Not pride. Not ego. Just the weight of being strong for too long. That he nodded. Evelyn didn't just take them to a doctor. She made sure Lily had the best care. Made sure Jack never worked nights again. Offered him a job managing community programs her company launched to help struggling parents. Because who better to lead with heart than a man who gave without having anything to spare? Months passed. Jack found peace. Lily flourished. And Evelyn healed too. Not through power, not through wealth, but through remembering who she was before life hardened her. Sometimes two lives crash quietly, softly, like a whisper of fate. A forgotten kindness becomes a bridge back to hope. And the world, if only for a moment, feels beautifully fair again. So if you're out there carrying heavy things no one sees, or offering light to strangers because you know darkness too well, this story is yours. Tell me where you're watching from. And keep shining. The world needs people like you more than it knows.